To the economy right now. And Congresswoman, we just heard today that the budget deficit has grown $113 billion in fiscal year 18. That's up 17% or 3.9% of the GDP. Many are saying it's because of the tax cuts. You support the tax cuts. Do you also support deficit spending?
Well, the revenue is actually up this year, Ted, so that's actually not accurate. It's not because of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which I proudly voted for, to cut the taxes of Arizona hardworking families, to make sure they have more money in their paycheck for providing for rent or their mortgage or saving for college or whatever it is they want to do to fix their car. I was excited and privileged to be able to vote for that. The revenue is actually up right now. The economy is doing so well. We are at a historic 3.8% unemployment rate, the lowest for Hispanic unemployment rate in history, African American employment rate as well. There is so much opportunity for people. We still have to get some people retrained and into the jobs that are out there, but revenue is coming in at a higher rate this year than last year. Now, we have a spending problem is the issue. Now, we supported and I fought for making sure we had the biggest military increase in our spending over last year and this year. And I hope we get to the military here soon before we wrap up, because there's some really important issues. But what we've got to do is address the other spending. Every family, every small business has to sit down and identify where they can find ways to address cutting their spending. While we're seeing the economy is on fire right now, we're seeing American jobs that are coming home, and we're going to keep it going because that's what America is all about.
Rebuttal, please.
Well, I voted no on that tax bill last year for several reasons. First, it increased our deficit by what we thought would be $1.9 trillion. Turns out from that report this morning, it could even be higher. But more importantly for Arizonans and their everyday lives, the bill also jeopardizes spending from Medicare and Social Security. And after that bill was passed, many of Martha's colleagues have said, well, as soon as the election's done, we're just going to go back and cut Medicare and Social Security. That's not right. It is wrong to try and balance your budget on the backs of seniors who've worked so hard their entire lives for these benefits. My last concern about that legislation was it didn't provide permanency of tax cuts for middle-class families or for small businesses. But last month, the House took a vote to increase tax cuts for those communities, and I voted yes, because small businesses and individuals in the middle class deserve a tax cut.
Please.
This is just another example for Kyrsten where she was against something before she was for it. Thanks to President Trump, Governor Ducey, and the Republican-led Senate and House, our economy is doing amazing. 4.2% GDP growth. Again, every single day, jobs are opening around Arizona. I talk to small business owners who are investing in equipment, investing in training employees, hiring new people. The optimism is like we've never seen before, and we got to keep it going. So this was the right approach for us to cut taxes, roll back regulations, and make it permanent for small businesses, individuals, and for companies. The economy is doing great, and Arizonans feel it every single day. This is what we've been able to do, but there's more to do.